Pwede ko pumasok doon? Ano? Video yung nagdintaan dito. Hi! Welcome back to Short Road Podcast. French news today. Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel. And for today's vlog, ay maggagala na naman tayo, mga Dora de. Lagi nasa galaan, tag-ulan na ang lamig-lamig na nasa galaan pa rin. Sasakay kami ng tram. Diba yung last video namin, kung napanood niyo, sinabi namin nakasakay kami doon para malibot natin kung sino. Ayan, doon kami ngayon. Pupunta kami sa mall ng kung saan pwede kayo bumili ng ticket para makasakay ng tram at iikutin yung buong city. So, ayun, let's go! Ayan guys, nandito na tayo sa loob ng mall kung saan tayo pwede sumakay, bumili ng ticket para makasakay sa tram. Yan nyo guys. Ayun na yung tram. At hindi pa kami nakakabili ng ticket. So, next ride na lang kami. Umalis na yung ano. Iwanan kami. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Di ba kami nakasakay? Di ba kami nakasakay?
Naiwan po tayo ng bus, guys.
Bus? Bakit walang ano? Walang open na shop?
Todo forma.
Walang open na shop.
Siyempre, Labor Day ngayon. Labor Day, tas napag-isipan nilang gumala. Ay, ayos, genius. Ano yun? Parang 1,000 IQ.
Ayun yung pinuntahan natin. Doon pala yun. Pasok tayo doon o. Pwede ko pumasok doon?
Joyce, bowling tayo?
Walang tao.
Palitan natin.
Walang tao kasi hey! Yeah. Tapos ayun no, dun tayo yung palibot na nagpunta tayo dyan, di natin nakita. Ito. Naalala nyo yan? Naalala nyo yan? Yung bumili tayo ng cookies. Dyan yun. Ayos lang ba kayo? Ako nag-awak. Medyo makalat ako eh. Kids go free.
Oh, pwede pa si Jacel. Pwede pa si Jacel. Okay.
At saka si Ilse. So ayun, $25 per adult. Tapos yung kids free. Pakita nyo na lang yun ang magkano.
So, ang babayaran natin yung adult. 3 mo, 5. Lumawan.
Pinalis niya si kuya. Yan. Pasok ko sa iyo.
20 ba? Wala.
Tapos, pwede din mag-buldo.
Oo.
Uy. Hi vlog. Hi vlog. Hi. Hi vlog.
No goalie.
No goal.
No goal. Dahil naligo ako paggabi.
Paggabi?
Bakit? Pwede naman maligo ulit mamayang gabi para one day, di ba? One day. Ano ba kayong maligo? One day ba kayo o ano, every minute? Every minute? Every minute? Pwede ba?
Huwag tularan. Lumalabas ng bahay, di pa naliligo. Ayun, dahil 25 years anniversary daw nila, may discount ng 25 yung per adult pero nasa 1875 siya. Tapos yung kids, 15 below yung free. So, dapat pala yung bata pa tayo.
Bata pa tayo.
Wala tayo dito. Ito na. May brochure, tapos nasa loob nito yung mga ticket.
Kinuha niyo yung ticket?
Ito Ito, nandito sa loob. Ilan ba? 1, 2, 5. Yan. 5 tickets. Tapos, free. 6 talaga kami ngayon. Free si Jason. Tapos si Edsel. Wala siyang ngayon. Pero free ba rin ba si Edsel?
Awa. 16 na siya rin.
16 na siya. Or, so, hindi siya free. Nandito
Okay lang ba? Ganito yung short. Pero kinakainan.
Sanay na kami. Pati ng kuya.
Mas pogi
Tignan
pag
niyo
mas
yung
simple
buhok
lang.
ng kuya namin.
Oh, ay, ano yun? Baby. Baby, 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
Mga ganyang mukha dapat di pinapaniwalaan.
Sabi niya okay lang daw ba yung itsura niya. Kasi
Asan?
nakapambahay lang siya. Mas nag-jacket lang siya para hindi halata. Eh okay naman yun dito. Wala namang pakialam yung mga tao dito. So dito sa yan sa dito. Brochure. Yan. Nakalagay dito yung lahat ng mga
Guys.
madadaanan natin.
Guys, kukay. Magpapakukay si Joyce.
Wala.
Totoo yun. Mamaya. Makikita nyo sa vlog na to. Sa same vlog. Makikita nyo. Hindi ka na pwede humindi kasi sabi ko na eh. Sinabi ko na, in-announce ko na.
Wala akong dalang. Tingnan niyo, wala akong dalang. Sarili ko lang.
Kat.
Sarili ko lang dala ko. Ay, ito pala. Ito lang dala ko.
Meta na natin. Sangla natin.
Kat.
Ano? Saan yung isang cellphone?
Ay, mga kasabay din kami.
Ito yung mga kasabay namin.
Hindi guys. Sinabi kasabay.
May itlog sa taas. Paano mapupunta sa taas?
Ano ka ba?
Ayaw nga na. Oo nga no. Ulo. Ito, yan. Kita nyo yan? Tayo.
Wala yung
Ayaw tumutok doon.
Yan. May orasan.
May kiwi sa taas. Ayun ang kiwi bird. Yan.
Ano ka niyan? Tukain ka niyan.
Baka matuka ako.
Feeling pogi ah. Mali pa yung
Yan.
Mali pa yung pagkaka...
So, hintayin na lang natin dumating yung tram. Tapos, balikan namin.
Yung dito?
Hi!
Nakalagay L. Nakalagay.
Ano? Ano sabi mo? Oh, bilis. Endorse mo ulit. Oo, Didi. Bilis. Bilis. Game.
Pagkatapos na ito, dapat kumin na akong endorser.
Oh, game.
Dito ka. Dito ka lang.
Hindi kita eh pag ano malapit.
Ha? Tumakit ka.
Yan. Game.
Mint green. Ayan po, nakatingin sila.
Pakatingin silang lahat. Eh?
Tapos dumaan dyan yung yung tram.
Dito ka. Dito ka. Yan.
Ano ba nakatingin sila sa akin? Naiyak.
Okay lang yan. Bilis.
Jacket.
Jacket from ano? Bilis.
Jacket from H&M. Mint green. Size small. I bought it last week and wear it. Inside from Champion.
Yung bareta, no?
Champion Barreta.
Champion bareta.
Leggings from Ukay.
Hindi nga. Hindi sa ano yun eh.
Changge.
Ha?
Changge sa Pinas.
Oh?
Nag-50.
Totoo?
Oh.
Bakit hindi mukhang pang Tiangge? Mukhang di galing Tiangge yun.
Ay, wait lang.
Ito yung
sa ano, sa Taytay.
Oo, talaga?
Oo.
Yepo.
Ay, hindi. Oo, sa Tianggi talaga ito. Sa may palengke sa atin, sa may court.
Talagang inano pa niya kung saan niya nabili.
Tapos yung shoes ko from Nike. Nike ba o Nike? Ayan. Walang laba-laba yan.
So, ayun guys, may kinikwento sila.
Ano?
Si Papa daw, 6 years na daw siya dito. Pero
7?
di ba, sabi ni Mama eh.
Sabi ni Papa kanina 7.
Mama, ano yung kwento mo? Ma.
For 6 years na yun lang ako makakasakay ng tram.
Yung ilang taon na sila dito, tapos di pa rin sila nakasakay ng tram. Yan na ba yun? Yan na. Kuya, tabi ka nga. Dito ka, baka masagasaan ka. Baka masagasaan ka.
Wait lang.
Parating na yung tram, tsaka kami sakay.
Laging bida yung naging ano dito.
Hi! Yan. Tabi konti.
Tingnan mo.
Nakatingin sa akin yung babae.
Umuwi nga siya sa'yo eh.
Ay, cool ba? Hello, guys.
Bibili yung ticket ba yan? Ito yung tiketero.
Yan, sasakay na kami.
Yung magtitiket. Ticket.
Yeah.
Sila muna. Hintayin muna natin kung sino. Ano muna pa?
Nasa yun sila?
Hindi tayo sa likod?
Ito na sa
Doon na lang tayo sa likod.
Sa likod tayo. Okay.
Tara na, pasok na tayo.
Ay, doon. Yan, papasok na kami yung van.
Uy, tayo.
Dito gusto ko.
Uy, dito tayo.
Ang Instagram mo. Dito. Ate, dito.
Ay, dito tayo.
Pang Instagram yung likod. Picturean mo ako. Pretty.
Picture na kami temple. Picture na kayo pang
Ate, ano?
This is a note. Tickets. We got tickets. We got tickets.
Okay, welcome aboard everyone. A bit of a change at the front. Murray's gone home for the day. My name at the front is Jan. At the back, you're inducted and Ray. Welcome to Christchurch. If you're not from around here, this will be the last round of the day for this tram. There will be 2 other trams out running around the city behind us though. So we are still stopping every 15 minutes. Marsh over on the right, that's brand new in the city, only completed 2 weeks ago. You can see an Antarctic themed mural there, the penguins up on it, painted by 2 men using a cherry picker. The building next door is a gold building there, that is called Turonga, that's the brand new public library, hugely popular building. Not like a standard library, not when I was young anyhow. Upstairs they've got a Lego area, they've got a playground, they've got 3D printers, sewing machines, a dress-up area. On the 4th floor is a robotics room. Once you've done all that, there's thousands of books to read. On the left-hand side you'll see what remains of the Christchurch Cathedral. Very badly damaged in the earthquakes, as you can see. We are, however, going to save the building. We're not going to demolish it. We will keep it. Right, we'll make a stop in front of us. This is tram stop 2. We're in Cathedral Square. This is the heart of our city. So again, heading out of Cathedral Square. Over on the left, the brick building you see, that is the oldest building in Cathedral Square. It's currently undergoing its earthquake repairs and strengthening, and that's going to open as a local food hall. On the right-hand side, the blue car park building that's going to come down, and a new one will be built in its place. The big tall building at the back that's going to stay, that's always been a hotel, and it will be a hotel still. Once it undergoes all of its repairs, we'll reopen it. It's all going to be a part of the new convention centre precinct. Right around the corner we go, we'll head into this extension of our tram line. This was all opened in 2015. Around the corner on the right you'll see a statue, Captain Robert Falcon Scott, the British Antarctic explorer. I'm sure you all know his story. That statue was carved by his wife. On the left, the old Public Trust building undergoing its earthquake strengthening and repairs. Looking a whole lot better than what it did 2 years ago. They're doing a really good job there. On the right-hand side, you'll see a water wheel sitting in the Avon River, and that is there to remind us of the flour mill that used to sit on the island behind it. This is tram stop number 3. Now, crossing over the road, on the left-hand side of us, you'll see a number of restaurants, bars and cafes. This is the terraces. All of the buildings are new because none of the original buildings survived the Christchurch earthquake. There are 21 brand new restaurants, bars and cafes. Upstairs, downstairs, down the laneways. The next stop we're going to make, tram stop number 4. This is a great stop if you've not explored this area already. Trams are still running every 15 minutes, so feel free to jump off and then jump back on. From this stop you can visit the Bridge of Remembrance over on the right. Where you see the sculpture of flowers. Across the road you'll find the National Earthquake Memorial Wall. It's a beautiful marble wall with 185 names carved into it. And here on the right hand side you'll find the brand new, very popular Riverside Marketplace. This is tram stop number 4.
Dugo na to yun. Okay yan, buhay ka pa. Laban lang.
Ito may guidelines dito.
Nagsiselfie si Giselle. Selfie ka, girl. Selfie ka, girl. May mini sosa na all.
Justice and Emergency Precinct. Sorry, that's just to the right hand side there.
Right.
To the left hand side of us you'll find a number of laneways going through the BNZ Centre. That's full of retail shops and eateries. Guthrie Centre on the right, cafes all down there. This next stop we're going to make is where you'll find Ballantyne's department store. It's on the right, fancy in there, 167 years old in Christchurch. Next door to Ballantyne's is where you'll find the Intech Centre. That's where you find the movie theatres and the food courts. Also at tram stop number 5 you'll find the Central City bus interchange. You basically catch your bus from the Central City out to any of the suburbs easily from this area of the city. This is tram stop number 5.
Ate.
Of our city mall. There's a laneway up on the right hand side. It's called Market Lane, and that goes right through to the next block, full of shops down there. The laneway actually goes all the way along beside us on the right hand side, goes back to Colombo Street, full of shops. Upstairs on the first floor is where you'll find all the restaurants. If you're looking for the cardboard cathedral or the 185 White Chair Memorial site or the CTV building site, they are all at this next stop, tram stop 6. If you walk a 5-minute walk in front of us, you'll find all of those. This is tram stop number 6. 440, the last one through here.
Hi guys. May bumaba sa pamilya, hindi nila alam kung saan sila pupunta. Kaya, tatanong.
Yun na yung kwento mo. Meron akong kwento.
Mga kwento ni Lolo Basyo.
Okay, we'll continue on through. Heading up High Street this time. Can't even see the Port Hills in front of us. All that cloud covering the hills, so we won't talk about those. The next stop we're going to make is tram stop 7. We don't go any further than tram stop 7. Trams have never gone past this point. So we'll stop the tram and then we'll head back the other way. From this stop, you can visit Little High Eatery. It's at the next set of traffic lights down the laneway. Down there you'll find 15 restaurants, very casual. Each one is from a different country around the world. They share a massive dining area. A lot of fun down there. Tram lines do continue on further past us, but we can't use those lines yet. They're not complete. This was all due for completion in 2011 for the Rugby World Cup in Christchurch, or in New Zealand. But of course Mother Nature had some other plans for us that year, so for now we stop here. In a year's time though, we'll continue on through from this point. So be with us here a few minutes and then we'll head back the other way.
Pabalik naman tayo. Mag-iwa mo way. Kaya, ayan.
Yeah, that's it. Easy. Yep, let's go across like that. There you go.
So, kami na yung nasa harapan, guys.
Ako yung social mo.
Ayan.
Social mo.
Paano?
Kaya nyo naman sila na.
Saan ginagawa?
So this goes up the side of the break room. Yeah.
Yan, dito na.
I didn't even notice where they were this morning.
Pinaliktad namin yung mga upuan.
Easy as. Okay, so away we go again. Now this tram will go as far as Cathedral Junction, tram stop number 1, before we put this tram away for the day. But as I did say, there is another 2 trams behind us. Feel free to use those. The last tram will leave Cathedral Junction at 4:30 this afternoon. On the right-hand side, behind the coloured fences, that was all the Holiday Inn Hotel. It's quite a tall building, that one. It's all going to be changed though. It's going to become a retail site. You can see what it's all going to look like up on the right-hand side on the board. Someone scribbled all over it, of course. You get the idea though. On the right-hand side, the glass building, that's new, that's Grand Central. That's where we used to have the Hotel Grand Chancellor. And that was the building on a lean after the Christchurch earthquakes. Crossing over the other side of our city hall, you probably noticed a lot of our city is under construction or is brand new. Since 2011, we have demolished 70% of the central city. All of the older broken buildings have gone, and in its place these brand new, safe and strong buildings. This one on the left hand side is the ANZ Centre. Their foundations go down deeper than what the building is tall. It's an extremely safe building. New building height limits in Christchurch. Nothing can be built higher than 28 metres. That is around 6 or 7 stories high. So the future of our city, very much a low-rise city. The building over on the right, the glass one, that's new as well. Spark New Zealand, you all know who they are. That's the New South Island headquarters. We'll make a stop just in front of us. Tram stop 8. We'll wait here for the traffic lights. work of art to the left of us, you'll see a whole group of street lights all joined together, tied at the top by a tyre. That is called flower power, like the ingredient we use to bake with. And that is here to represent a sheaf of wheat and the Canterbury Plains. In front of us, the mural you see with the wax-eye bird and the cornfire tree, we won't see that for much longer. There's a building going up in front of it, and that's going to be home to all the duty-free and souvenir shops. Around the corner you can see 3 buildings in front of us, taller than the height limit of 28 metres. They're only allowed to stay in the city because they were here before the earthquakes and were deemed structurally sound afterwards. On the left, that is the good side of the cathedral. Have a look at the big brace you see in front of the building there. The wall behind it is going to come down very soon, making way for an entrance for all the heavy machinery that needs to go into the building. What they're currently doing to the cathedral is they're stabilising it. They're trying to make it safe for workers to go inside. As it currently sits, the cathedral, no one can go inside, not even the workers. They only know the condition of the inside from drone footage. So over the next 2 years, they're going to stabilise the building and make it safe enough for the workers to go inside and start the work. Passing the public library once again on the right. If you want to learn about Christchurch, perhaps tomorrow if you're here, go into the library. On the ground floor they have interactive walls that you can touch. You can learn all about the history of our city going right back to the 1800s. Noisy corner. That was noisy. Right, we'll get into tram stop number 2, Cathedral Square. This has always been the heart of our city. It always will be. A little quieter these days, but it'll make a comeback here. It always does. We'll make a stop. Tram stop 2.
So, nandito tayo sa stop number 2, Cathedral Square.
Okay, we'll head away again. To the left of us, in front of the brick building, you'll see 4 lime trees. Underneath each of those lime trees, you will find lists of people's names. They were the first passengers, European settlers that arrived at the port of Littleton back in the 1800s. Their names are listed along with their ages and their occupations, each tree representing one of the first 4 ships. Currently being held up by the big steel poles out the front and down the sides of the building. This building used to be our city council office. It is badly earthquake damaged, as you can clearly see. It is a heritage listed Queen Anne building, so we are going to save it. To the right, you can see a pathway just there. If you walk about 2 seconds along that pathway, you'll find a beautiful memorial, all dedicated to the lady on our $10 banknote. I'm sure you all know the story of Kate Shepherd. Her memorial is right behind the brick building. This is tram stop number 9. On the left-hand side of us, up the ramp, you'll see a big glass building. That building is the current City Council office. It's an eco-friendly building. It runs off methane from the local rubbish dump and solar panels up on the roof. On the opposite side, the grey building, that's Te Puna o Waifetu. That is the Christchurch Art Gallery. It is free of charge to enter. It's open until 5 o'clock. Can't go wrong inside there. We'll make a stop right outside. This is tram stop 10.
Ito yan guys, art gallery. Ito yung building dito. Ito siya.
Okay, we just missed the lights, so I'll wait for those
Ito
to
kasi
change
may tao
back.
sa likod mo.
To the right of us, you'll see there's an art sculpture there. Can you see the 7 poles? Just to the right of the tram. On top of each pole is a waka. You all know what a waka is. Now each time we have a full moon at 12 noon, those waka will all change direction. The work of art itself is called Reasons for Voyaging, and that represents the first Polynesian settlers that came out to New Zealand using the moon and the stars to navigate here. Since Christmas, as you can see, all the buildings are stone, which means every building took a major hammering in the Christchurch earthquake. They are all being saved though. Some, the work has already been completed. The section we're about to pass, you can see the work's all completed. The boutique shops are open. The turrets on the roof, they're all brand new. They've been rebuilt to look exactly like they used to look. The stone has been pulled off the building, remortared and put back on. We'll make a stop, tram stop 11. This is the art centre.
Picture tayo dun tayo.
Okay, as we continue up Worcester Boulevard, you can see on the left how some of the work at the art centre has not yet been completed. They have started the work. What they do is they start these buildings on the inside. All the stone will come off the walls on the inside. They will fill the walls and then put the stone back up, and then they come to the outside of the building and do the same again. This is what $300 million with the earthquake strengthening and repairs looks like here in Christchurch. The clock tower section at the end, you can see the work's all completed. The white stone is all brand new. That is Oamaru stone. The roof is new as well. We don't have slate in New Zealand, so that comes from Wales. The next stop we're going to make, tram stop number 12. This is the Canterbury Museum and the Botanic Gardens. If you decide to jump off the tram here, the last tram will be running through here.
Watch yung namin, Canterbury Museum tour namin.
Just before 5 o'clock. So you've got about an hour. Okay, so the building directly in front of us, that's the Canterbury Museum, and it's open till 5 o'clock tonight. Fantastic building, hugely popular. It's a natural history museum, all about Christchurch and Canterbury. Great section about the Antarctic. You can literally go inside Fred and Myrtle's power shell house in there. 2 exhibitions are on at the moment. One is all about the moon. The other one is called House of Treasures. And that is some of the older artefacts from the museum. Artefacts that aren't usually out on public display. Things like Kate Shepherd's dresses, Sir Edmund Hillary's boots he first used when he climbed Mount Everest. Fantastic building. Actually, the building is about to change a lot. The turrets are going to go back up on the roof. They've been down for years now. Going to get a glass mezzanine roof. There's going to be a new building out the back. There's going to be more entrances at the front with a full restaurant. It's going to be probably double the size of what it is now. Further along, on the left-hand side, a number of stone buildings. These were all earthquake strengthened about 25 years ago now. They all make up Christ College. That is a boys' high school. The section you see with the lights on inside, you can see the faces overlooking at the top there. That is their dining hall. That's where the boys have all of their meals. You can do a tour through the grounds, so it'll probably be open again tomorrow. It's really like something from a Harry Potter movie in there. That's the main entrance on the left, Christ College, an Anglican school for boys. Now in front of the tram, you're about to see a massive green space. This space is Hagley Park. We're quite proud of this space here in Christchurch. 186 hectares, making it one of the largest inner city parks anywhere in the world. Massive. Across the road is the festival lawn. There's an international cricket ground. There are golf courses, sports fields for Saturday morning sports. There's 2 lakes, Albert and Victoria. Huge space, smack bang in the central city of Christchurch. Hagley Park itself was given to the city of Christchurch as a gift. When they gave it to us back in the 1800s, it came with a condition. One condition that is still in place today, it is never to be built on. Next stop, tram stop number 13. This is Hagley Park in the George Hotel, next to the magnolia tree on the left. It's over 100 years old, that magnolia. Okay, we're heading down Armagh Street now, named after Armagh in Northern Ireland. This is the only residential street that the trams go down. Coming up on the left-hand side, you'll see a small timber building dating back to the 1860s. It's called Inveresk House, named after Inveresk in Scotland. That is now a small primary school. That is the Cathedral Grammar School. The purple flowers out the front. Also on the left-hand side, on the corner, you'll see a red timber building. If you watch the TV show Grand Designs, you would have seen that building. That's the old Cramner Bridge Club, and they added a huge extension out the back 2 years ago. Now you guys might be aware already that Christchurch is the garden city of New Zealand. We have almost 800 different parks and reserves around our city. This one here on the left is called Cramner Square, and this is where we come on April the 25th every year for our Anzac Day Dawn Parade. Used to be held at Cathedral Square at the War Cenotaph, but of course we can't use that at the moment. So in 2013 we moved out here to Cramner Square. This is tram stop number 14. The little building you see on the right, the white timber one with the green roof, that's a B&B. It's quite a popular one there. Beautiful on the inside. We did used to have 4 B&Bs in this area of the city. 3 were brick, and the only survivor was the only timber building. We've learned our lessons here in Christchurch. We've learned that brick and stone buildings, they do not like earthquakes. On the right-hand side, just coming up, actually along with the left-hand side, new buildings all around us. And you'll notice most of them glass and steel with cross bracing throughout the buildings. Safe, strong buildings. Now the next stop is tram stop 15. This is for Quake City. It is our earthquake museum. You need an hour to go through it. They close at 5 o'clock, so if you'd like to visit, probably now is your last opportunity to do so. The last tram will come through here just before 5 o'clock. Quake City is a fantastic exhibit. Not only do you learn about the Christchurch earthquakes, you also learn about what we're doing in the future of our city to make Christchurch one of the strongest and safest cities to live in. On the right-hand side, the timber building you see, that is the last remaining provincial chambers anywhere in our country. The timber portions did okay, but covered in colour steel. That was all stone, and sadly those portions of the building did not survive. We are going to save those. They are heritage listed. No work will start there though until 2029. Crossing the Armagh Street Bridge, you can't help but notice this massive construction site on the right-hand side. That is T-Pie, and that's going to be our brand new convention centre. It takes up 2 city blocks and will be the largest building in our city. That's what $500 million looks like in Christchurch. Huge, huge building for our city.
OMG.
On the left-hand side, this is Victoria Square. Now, in the earthquakes, we did lose quite a few statues. Either they snapped off altogether or something fell off them. This lady, though, on the left, Queen Victoria, she's not moved at all in any of our earthquakes. Look at her face up there. She's a tough lady, Queen Victoria. This is her square, and she is going absolutely nowhere. This is tram stop number 16.
Stop guys. Ito yung pinuntahan namin nung cooking. Oo, yung nag-cookies kami. Panoorin nyo yung
Walk in the City. Over on the right-hand side, you see the big tall building on the corner, obviously higher than the height limit of 28 metres. Deemed structurally sound after the earthquake, so it can stay. You would have seen that the day of the Christchurch earthquake. That was a Forsyth Bar office block. That was a building that lost the internal stairwell, so you could not climb out of the building, or you couldn't come down the stairs, you couldn't use the elevator because we didn't have power. On the back of the building, they broke a window on each level. You were given a rope and you climbed yourself down the side of the building on the outside. On the left-hand side, we had a number of very tall buildings here. This is where we had our tallest buildings in Christchurch. This is all about to change. As you can see, there are no buildings left. This is about to become the Catholic quarter. They'll put up a Roman Catholic cathedral with a primary school and a high school. At the moment, though, look at all the baby chicks there behind the fence. The poor old Catholics, they can't do any work here until the birds you see with the black beak disappear. They are the black-billed gull. That is an endangered species of seagull found only in South Island of New Zealand. The poor old Catholic Church can't start the work until those birds leave, and they have been here now for about 5 or 6 years. Over in front of the tram, you'll see a whole lot of bright colour. That is somewhere special for children. The largest playground in our country, that is the Margaret Mayhew Children's Playground. Worth every cent we spent on it. Around the corner, this is tram stop number 17. This is New Regent Street. We'll make a stop here, and then the next stop will be our last for the day.
Gusto na nila bumabali. Baba na daw kami. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Guys, mukhang bumaba kami dito para kumain. Picturean mo nga yan. Ha? So, ayun guys, bumaba kami dito sa pinaka-last stop ng tram. Kasi babalik lang yun dun sa kung saan kami sumakay. Tapos, dito kami ngayon sa Mrs. Higgins and bibili kami ng cookies. Bango. Bango.
So they're $3.80 a piece.
Ba't dyan maputi ka? Ginagawa mo. Ano yun? Post ka ba?
Are you eating them now, or are you taking them? Do you want them warmed up a little bit? Do you want them warmed up a little bit? Heated? No? There's some way papers come out of the fridge and some haven't. The ones I had 3 in the other were at room temperature and the others will be cold.
Angkad ko. Ikaw nga. Kasa kayo. Kasa ka dito eh. Ako hindi. Ayan. Takto. Huwag ka nang gumanon. Hindi ka na makagit. So, takad ka sa akin yung bote. Oo nga. So, ito ulan. Brownies. Parang nakapasya tayo. Thank you. picturean guys. Dami na yung picture. Marami siyang picture dito. Insert mo yan dito. Yung picture mo. Insert.
Tayo dadaan doon. Kung tayo ulit diba?
Ano po nila ila? So, ito na yung last. Yung pabalik dun sa pinakasinakyan namin ng tram. Mall yung loob nun. Eh, kaso sarado yung mga store kasi dahil holiday ngayon. So, dito din pala kami papasok.
Sarah! Sarah!
Ito pala yung Red Bush na hotel, oh.
Hi guys! Yay!
Kanina tinatawag ka eh, ni Ella. Hindi mo naririnig, nasa loob ng tram.
Kasi naka-headphones ako. Oh, tram stop! Dito siguro yun. Harap! Naman. Kulang ah. Kulang. Pero yan talaga yung pinakamasarap na brownie na natikman ko.
Endorser ka na ba ng Mrs. Higgins?
Kaya guys, Mrs. Higgins,
Not sponsored.
not the paid advertisement. Not paid, unpaid advertisement. Pero Mrs. Higgins, ano nga?
Mahal naman din.
1 year.
Ate, ang ganda oh.
1 year supply ng brownie. May brownie. 1 year supply ng brownie kahit 3 times a day lang.
So that's it for today's video. And sana nag-enjoy kayo at may natutunan kayo dun sa tram vlog natin. Yung tour dito sa Christchurch City. And kung taga dito din kayo, try nyo din na sumakay ng tram, tapos ilibot kayo buong city center. At kung may balak din kayo mag-visit dito sa New Zealand, isa yun sa magandang gawin. Yun. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. At i-click ang notification bell para lagi kayo updated pag may bago kaming upload. See you!